Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the A-Level Transformers 1 Orion packs. So we will start with a quick look at the box, and you can see mine is nice and scrunched up. Thanks Walmart. But yeah, we do have him in his alt mode there, and we got that wraparound, and he's using the big old mining saw. There he is in that same artwork. Got our names and logos on the top. Got some legal jargon on the bottom. And then we got our product shots on the back, screen cap, and our one-line bio. But that's it for the box. And we do get our lovely instruction booklet. So there is that. And here we have the figure itself, and yeah, these smokestacks do come packaged separately, just a small note. But yeah, we do have him in all his Paxi glory. He does again have the big diaper section here, and it loves to pop off if you try and move it. There's a good chance I'll do what I did with the other Transformer 1 Optimus and just take this part off and throw it in a bin. But yeah, there's that. Do got a nice little head sculpt there for a unmasked face at least. Do have some nice blue there for the eyes. Do get some little red wheels there in his arms. You got some silver there on his shins and some little bits of yellow for his toes. I'm not a fan of the big gappy feet he's got here. It does look a little weird to me. I'm not a fan of that. I will say I do like the sort of shiny gray a lot better than that weird tan that they used before. Does have red wheels, but I'm sure that's probably because there's not any actually black plastic anywhere on here, so probably just a money saving thing, which is fine. Yeah, that they could have painted these, but honestly I don't think that's too big of a deal. But yeah, nice little robot mode. We'll go over his articulation real quick. His head is on a very nice ball joint. I believe, yeah, the ball joint is actually the connector. It's not in the back of his head. We do get a 360 at the A shoulder. Do get out to the side that far. We do get a bicep swivel, and we do get a I think that's, yeah, it's actually a double jointed elbow because of the transformation. So there's that. Then we do get some wrist movement here, again for transformation. And we do get a wrist swivel. It's a little stiff, and feel the little notches on the mushroom peg there, on mine at least. We do get a full 360 at the waist, although the waist is obviously in a very weird position, so just kind of look like he's getting cut in half there. Ball jointed hips, so we get plenty of movement there. We do have a full 90-degree bend there, and the knees do actually snap into place. That's more for transformation, but that is something they do. And again, we do get these big feet, and they do have an up and down at the toe. More for the transformation, but you can get some motion range out of that. And we do get a very full ankle pivot. Oh yeah, we do get a knee swivel as well. And I think that's everything we need to discuss for articulation. So we will do a couple of quick comparisons here. Here he is next to Deluxe Devastation Optimus. Let's see how they stack up. And go ahead and bring in the original crew here. So here he is with Optimus, and I do have the DNA upgrade kit and some additional weapons on this guy. But yeah, there is that. And then let's go ahead and put him behind him like this. Here we have Bumblebee, again with the DNA pieces. Here's my stock Megatron, and then Elita. Oh, there's a hair over here. And yeah, one thing that's been brought up, and it even bugs me, is that now as Orion Pax, he is just too short. And like, I'm not a huge scale nut, but the fact that they've made him like almost the same size as Bumblebee, whereas like even as Orion Pax, like this was the height difference between him and Bumblebee to start. They really should have made Megatron and Optimus Voyagers, and Arachnid for that matter, because now he just feels way too small, because he was like around the same height as Megatron before the two of them transformed into their final forms. So yeah, he just feels way too small. And again, like, I'm not a scale nut, but it's just so off that it actually does bother me even. But that's how they all stack up. Whoop. Anyway, we do get a couple accessories to go with this guy. The first of which being this clear little blue orb that is supposed to be the map. And as you can see, he does have these pegs on his arms, so you can have him observing. If I can get his head to turn, jeez. So you can have him doing that. Put that off to the side. And we do also get the big mining tool. And yeah, they mainly threw this in just because of how small he is. I don't really know what else would have been good to throw in with this, but personally, I don't really care for it too much. It's not something that I personally would really have bothered with, but it comes with it. And yeah, you can have him hold it. You put one hand in like so, and that is part of the reason his wrists can move the way they do. And now we just go ahead and just bring this over, twist his hand again a little bit, and we can come on. Doesn't want to cooperate with me. See if we can angle it a little better. There we go. So yeah, you can have him holding the big old mining saw, drill, what's it call it, thingy. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people who love this thing, and you know, more power to them, but it's not something I particularly would have cared for either way. But yeah, that's about it for the robot mode, I believe. So we can go ahead and take this out of his hands. Come on. And come on. There we go. And now we can work on his transformation. So, first thing we're going to do is we are going to come here and just tab his legs together. And we are going to fold his feet down like so. Then we are going to come up here and we are going to pop this back panel up. And we want to bring these arms down and untab these shoulder bits like so. And this one is a little more stiff for mine. Okay, it actually came out reasonably that time. And you can sort of see right here there's a little slider, and that, when we bring this whole assembly on his back up. Actually, I think we're supposed to push forward, or was it fold his head in? I know that this is supposed to, oh right, we gotta take it, untap his waist first, then we bring this, and now you can sort of see it'll slide forward and bring this down a little bit more, and then we can fold his head back inside. Actually, I think we're supposed to, yeah, crap, forgot. Pretty sure you're supposed to turn his head around when you do this, so that you can get it back out a little easier. Ooh, that sort of clicked into place. That might not be right either. Maybe we are supposed to leave it forward. Either way, it's kind of stiff. Anyway, we're going to fold this whole assembly up and then close this up over that gap. And then we want to fold the waist around, and we're going to bring it back up under there. And again, this little diaper piece is supposed to unhook and come up a little bit. And of course it just pops right off because it wants to. And we are going, oh, I forgot, before we tab these together, we are supposed to bring them up, and this little tab right here is actually going to go into this little gap in his thigh, like this. Make sure that gets in there too. Then we close this. Actually, yeah, now the knees will one click down so that, you know, it's level. And now we need to deal with his arms here, and so we're going to bring these back and fold them down this way, and then you're going to bring them around so that that little red wheel is facing down, and you're going to fold these in and fold the hand up like so. You're going to bring these around. Make sure that we fold that hand up like so. And then these are going to swing underneath, and it all wants to untab in every other spot, like so and like so. And you can see these little tabs on his arms. They actually go into the little slot in his where his waist is. If I can get this to cooperate with me. Yeah, like that. Starting to wonder if I have these arms folded up under here right. Don't know if I do. There, like that. And then we do want to turn his little smokestack bits around. And there we have him in his vehicle mode. And he rolls okay, well enough. And yeah, again, I definitely prefer the other one in pretty much everything but the color coordination. I do think the colors on this one are better, just overall, but especially with that gray. But you know, it's decent enough. It gets the idea across. I do think that little bit with the chest, where this comes down and slides forward and stuff, I think that's kind of neat. So there is that. We do have storage. We can take this little bit, and you can see there are just these two pegs back here, and I'll just poke on top of there. And then for this thingamajig, there are these two tabs here and here, and they are going to go into these two little slots in his legs. And I don't, yeah, mine has already, let's see if I can get a good shot of it. There's a stress mark right there because these tabs are a little too big. I mean, it doesn't matter now since it's already there, but essentially you just put it in like this and push it down. But yeah, the first time it created a little stress mark there. It's sore to see it, but yeah. But that stores on the back of the truck, the Cybertron truck. Yes. So yeah, storage. Woohoo! Do a couple more comparisons. Didn't think to transform any of my TF1 figures, but here he is with 86 Bumblebee. So you can see how they stack up. And here he is with Devastation Wheeljack. So you can see how he stacks up with a more sizable deluxe. But yeah, overall, this figure, honestly, I'm not in love with it. Again, like, he's just so out of scale that even for me, it's kind of annoying. And the big saw thing I could have done without. I get they threw it in there to, make up the difference in the size and the overall amount of plastic. But yeah, like, it's not something I particularly care about either way. I will admit that I do like the coloring on this one a lot better, but I think that's really the only thing I prefer about him versus the other one, versus the original Optimus Prime A-level figure. So, I don't know. This is definitely one that I would say wait for a sale. He's okay. I don't love it, but I don't like absolutely hate it or anything. So he's fine. Don't think I really have too much else to say on this one. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap up this review. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.